When it comes to how we use a half-cent sales tax to fund building repairs at our schools, you'll hear a lot of opinions. One is to distribute funds based on the number of students attending each school. This is known as per-pupil funding. And while that may sound like a reasonable approach, the problem with per-pupil funding is that it doesn't account for the building's needs. And if we don't address the needs of the buildings, our students will pay the price. For instance, let's say you've had the same roof on your home for years, and now it needs repairs. When it's time for you to get estimates, contractors aren't going to quote you a price based on the number of people living in your home. They're going to quote you on how much is needed to fix the roof. The same goes for our schools. And it's exactly why funding repairs based on pupils and not on needs just doesn't work. So let's say you have two school buildings. Both serve 700 students. One school is about 40 years old with leaky pipes, broken AC units, and a faulty foundation. And contractors estimate fixing everything will cost $10 million. On the other hand, this school is newer, just 7 years old, and needs about $1 million in building repairs. Now, if we use the same formula to distribute money to both schools based on the number of students they serve, they'd end up with the same amount of money, about $8 million. That's great news for the newer school since they only need $1 million. So now, they'll have $7 million they don't need. If that sounds like a wasteful use of our dollars, that's because it is. As for the older school with $10 million in repair needs, that $8 million isn't enough. Not only will they need to come up with an additional $2 million, but what's already broken will only continue to get worse. We believe that all schools in Duval County, from the north side to Mandarin and from Baldwin to the beaches, need to be brought to a high standard. Some of those buildings need less work, and some of those buildings need more work. But they all need to be student-focused, with funding flowing to the places of highest need. That is exactly what Duval's Bold Plan does. And in doing so, our students and our community benefit. Learn more by visiting ourduvalschools.org.